Okay, today we're going to be replacing the fuel filter and also the low pressure pump, and we're going to put on a shut-off valve for the gas too. This is on the ONAN. It's the 3K, so 3,000 watt, I guess, you know. Anyway, so this is in most of Rialtas. That I know of anyway. I think they might have some other ones, but this is the one, and the one looks like yours. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go through the procedures. This is I already got the stuff out, so I'm going to start putting it back on. Okay, first thing you're going to do is the pan we're going to take off from below is just get this thing here out of the way. And there's a pan right there. You can see it from, I already got it off. You'll look up there and see it. It's right behind or right below the generator. And take that pan down. You can see that black stuff on it? That there is ooze. And I'll show you that in a second, but it's this ooze that's oozed onto the pan from the low pressure pump. And it came apart. And that's why it didn't work. Hence why we're replacing it. Sometimes they say you don't have to replace them. That's usually not the problem, but on mine, man, that's a lot of ooze to come out of a little tiny pump. And here's a brand new pump here. And so, see if we can get you got your numbers are actually on there. And so just go ahead and get it. This happens to be one I got, but it looks just like the one, you know. And again, we're going to replace the fuel filter as well as on and off valve to shut the thing off. So anyway, I'll go underneath and show you. When you're underneath here, again, there's your back tire there. So you'll come over here and I took the pan off, as I told you a minute ago. And it's just, this is the area. And here's the fuel pump. And if I can zoom in on it with well, I'm standing here, but I don't know if you can see it. See this ooze dripping off of it? It's just nasty. And it was all coming out of that thing. And I saw that up there when I took the pan off, because I didn't see the pan first. I just kind of took it off and threw it on the ground. And then I looked at this stuff and I went, what the heck? And I thought, that's just a little bit, so maybe it's still okay. But then when I looked on the pan again, it's tons. The whole thing just loaded. Everything. I don't know how much black stuff is in this little thing, but I got news. Most of it's on that pan, so there's no doubt it's no good. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that, and we'll get back. We'll put the pan back on and go up to the inside the generator area and replace the fuel filter and the on and off valve. The reason you want the on and off valve is so the best way to do a generator like this, so you don't have to keep working on it and maintaining it, is to while it's running, turn the valve off and just let it run dry. So when you're done using the generator for the day or whatever, just turn the on and off valve off, and then you will it'll run out of gas and it'll clean out the carburetor at the same time. It'll empty it so it doesn't have a bunch of residue. Okay, so that's the reason we're doing that. Alright, so anyway, I think you've gotten this plenty here, so I'm out. I'll go up here, I'll finish this. So you can see it's just a couple of bolts, so it's no big deal. So I'm not going to show you how I did it. You can see it's the hose goes right to that point. I already took the hose off, but I'll put the hose right back on. It feeds to that tube right there that goes right to the generator. That hole you see up there to your left goes right to the generator, and you'll see that when you open up the cover of the generator. So anyway, it goes right to there, and then on this side here, you can see it goes right to that other one. See that little hose? And so I'm just going to pop that off there, and it'll all be done. So it's a real simple process, so I won't show you. You can just take the wires, put them right back on, and you're done. Super simple job. That may be what your problem is with your generator. Okay, well, that's a T30 star bit right there that you need, and that's what holds on the fuel pump. And so, you know, what you want to do is, if you don't have a lot of tools, it doesn't require a lot of tools for this whole job, but if you want to go down to Home Depot, if you want to go to Harbor Freight, pick up this little box here. It's like a 60-piece set or something like that. It's just called a security bit set. Security bit set, and get the T30. You can see the T30 is right there. And I got it on my thing, so just pick the T30 out of there and use it. And this thing has all kinds of cool tips in it, so you'll be using it for all kinds of things. So just go pick it up for a couple dollars and you're back in business. Okay? Okay, it's the old unit and the new unit. And you just want to take off the parts that you don't see on the new one from the old one. Slip them on. I will use Teflon tape. I will use Teflon tape. You should too. And make those joint connections. And you should be all set to go. The only thing I noticed the difference is there's the red wire on the old one is short, and the on the new one is long, and the black wire on the old one is long, and the new one is short. But I don't believe it's going to be a problem. I'll let you know if it goes on, but I don't think it'll be an issue. But it is funny. And let's see what else. No, everything else is exactly the same. So. Okay, anyway, it should go on perfectly. Go ahead and take the parts off that correspond, put them on exactly the same way, and it'll all work the same way. Okay? Okay, well, that was super. Okay, that was super simple. Everything's perfect. And couldn't have been easier. Now, again, this side here, if you're able to see that. It's a little simple connection there. You just slip it, the boot in and out. And there's a little boot inside there, right there. You can see that, but no, not very good. Anyway, there's a little boot in there, and you slip right through it. And it's all simple. Put it all back together again, and you're in business. Well, it's still just barely idling with the air conditioner and the microwave on. So it really can take a lot of juice. Doing great.